university and the tradition and all that stuff. I'm sorry, you're maize and blue, but it's green that's going to determine where kids are going to go to school now. And I don't like it, but if you want to be a big boy, if you want to, you got to play with the big boys.
Well, but I also think that when you listen to Ryan Day, he's calling for $13 million, but I don't think they have that right now.
Right.
So I mean, they're not.
Like, from what you hear, they're way ahead of Michigan.
Okay, where do you hear it?
Just the buzz.
The buzz?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Some buzz can be accurate. Buzz can also be inaccurate. But
knowing the two schools,
you need to have a program in place where you can get sponsors aligned with athletes.
Correct.
Michigan does have that. They have the Victors Exchange, where companies, local or national, can come to that Victors Exchange and they know what all the athletes are. I mean, there is a process in place. Michigan just hasn't come out and verbalized it like Ryan Day has, or even like Nick Saban did when his accusations of Jimbo Fisher,
right,
where you could say those were just simply accusations, or it was a call to arms. We need money to keep our players intact. We were second in recruiting to Texas A&M, a team in our conference that we're going to play every single year.
But when you talk,
these are all calls to arms.
But I understand that. But when you talk to people who are involved in the game, like the agents / representatives that I spoke to, I've spoken to the parents after the spring game of Michigan players and some who have other sons who were recruited to Michigan who opted not to go to Michigan because their basic sentiment was that Michigan doesn't know what the hell they're doing right now. And look, I think they'll get it together because that's what they do. But I don't know, just, first impressions, who do you think's going to have a better payoff money-wise in their NIL program based on reputation, based on a lot of things, Ohio State or Michigan?
Well, Ohio State could probably just go more public with theirs.
Well, why can't Michigan go public?
Well, I mean, they can, and I think that they will. It's just a matter of, Ryan Day is calling for action. He's calling for it publicly.
Correct.
And it's not that they have this now. They don't have the $13 million. If they did, he would be saying thank you to our collective.
He says they need 13. They might have 8 or 9. I don't know.
They could have 0, just as much as they could have 8 or 9. We don't know.
It's Ohio State.
We don't know.
Let me use common sense. It's Ohio State. If there's any school in the Big Ten that's going to use NIL in a certain way, it's going to be Ohio State.
Whether we like it or not, this is the business of college athletics.
Right.
And it's going to be the business moving forward. It's not going backwards.
I understand that. I just think Michigan appears, okay, I'll put the quotes, appears percentage-wise to be behind Ohio State, even Michigan State. We saw what they're doing with HB and things like that, paying, $50,000 each athlete or whatever. Look, Michigan has the largest alumni or whatever. They should be able to get their act together.
There's no question.
My point is, right now, allegedly, what everybody seems to tell me, they are behind.
Well, and when you listen to, I forget the gentleman's name, is it Hoyt?
Yes.
That you said from Ohio State that said, hey, we want to educate these companies. There needs to be a level of education for the companies because for so long, it has been illegal to give money to athletes. Now it is not illegal. There's a certain process that you have to go through to make sure that you do it the correct way. And I think that's what Ohio State is doing. They're trying to educate those companies in Columbus, in the state of Ohio, across the country, to say, here's how we can do it. And yes, it is legal to do. Now, Michigan needs to, sound the alarm the same way and say, hey, we have the Victors Exchange. We have these different modes for you to get in contact with the student athletes. There's a, for lack of a better term, a clearinghouse that you go through to make sure that it's possible. Because these deals still need to be reported to the NCAA.
It appears these collectives at other schools seem to be ahead of Michigan. 97 won the
Mortgage Banker. One more win would have advanced Michigan baseball to the next round of the postseason. However, that's not how it went down. A 20-1 loss to host Louisville. Here's head coach Eric Bakich.
Not much to break down here. That was just a good old-fashioned leg kicking, and just the way our pitching had lined up. Kind of live by the sword, die by the sword. When you throw all your weekend starters in the game early, sometimes on that third day, we're left with just usually our margin pitchers, and we were hoping for some outlier performances.
Well, the good news is that Michigan's first loss came there in the regional, so they'll face the Cardinals again this afternoon with a fresh scoreboard and another opportunity to move on. Central Michigan not so lucky. They were down 6-5 by Florida for their second and final loss. The Yankees showed why they're the best team in baseball over the weekend. The Tigers exit the Big Apple after 3 games without a win, including that 5-4 final yesterday after New York walked it off in the 10th inning. Gregory Soto tagged with the loss. Javi Baez did have a 2-for-4 game, driving in 2 runs, including a go-ahead knock late, but Detroit falls in 3 straight games on the road. The NBA Finals are now even, as Golden State taking it to Boston 107-88. Steph Curry 27 points, 5 threes. Jordan Poole had 17 off the bench. The Lightning get on the board in the NHL's East Finals with 3 unanswered goals and a 3-2 win over the Rangers at home. Rafa Nadal wins his 14th French Open title for a total of 22 Grand Slams in his career at the age of 36. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Millar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you, Chris Fuller. We're with Greg Hargrave, the governor, Heather Park, John Jansen. I'm Stoney. Welcome. Another week of Stoney and Jansen program. What's going on, everybody?
Morning, happy Monday, Mr. Stone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to
Everybody.
see you, Heather. How are you?
Doing great. Happy Monday.
That's a happy Monday.
It is a happy.
Beautiful
You're
weekend.
correct.
Yeah, beautiful weekend, lot done, and not a great local sports watching weekend. However, it
No.
was
No.
decent background noise, which is about what it is.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit,
Got a taste of a good baseball team.
for a little bit. Oh, yeah.
No,
They're
I'm
like,
not talking about us.
I know, they're on a historic thing, but I'm saying, we got a decent taste of competitive baseball for about a week, right?
Yeah, I think it shows that, yes, they did beat the Central Division leaders in the Minnesota Twins 4 games out of 5, and I think it just shows how bad the Central is.
Yeah. The Yankees are on a historic pace right now, too. And I don't think the last team to have a start like this was the Mariners back in the early 90s or something.
Well, it's not even the start, because I think to start the season, there were
Right,
a
right.
handful
No,
of
I mean,
games where,
the
but
first,
it's,
whatever, how many games they
after
played
the
this
first
year.
2 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I think after the first 50, what do they play, 54 games, something like that?
Yes, there are 54,
Yeah,
yes.
so I think 39 and 15 is...
It's pretty damn good.
Not 35 and 5, damn it! But it's 39 and 15.
Yes.
And it's pretty good. Yes, indeed. Yeah, let's say the weather for the most part was pretty damn good.
Oh, the weather this weekend was
Yeah,
outstanding.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was beautiful. This was a work weekend at the Jansen house. So no baseball, softball, basketball, and everybody got a chance to earn their keep. So we got the yard cleaned up. We got a bunch of leaves picked up. We got a new washer and dryer installed finally last night. It took a little while, a couple trips to Home Depot for some extra lines and cords.
Okay.
But we finally got everything in, and it's amazing. Like when people say, where did that sock go? How does it disappear? Underneath our washing machine was literally a full load of laundry. Socks, shorts, clothes, that because the girls will share clothes, that they argued about a year ago. That, hey, you took my shorts. No, you took my shorts.
You lost them.
Yeah, and the washing machine had eaten them. It was literally in the belly of the beast.
It happens. It happens. There's no doubt about it.
But a great productive weekend.
Well, good. I had a pretty good weekend. We had, Friday evening, we had a little pickleball with 3 other couples, and then we had dinner afterwards. Saturday,
You're crushing the pickleball scene.
yeah, great. I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah.
Actually, so Saturday, I go and I was going to go and work out. And a friend of mine goes, hey, we need somebody else for pickleball. This is like guys pickleball, not like
Oh, yeah,
mixed.
you're the one that they call now.
Well, I was just there. I said, sure, I'll play. And I was probably the worst of, no, I was the second worst of the four, but it was good. I mean, when you play at a higher level, and I'm not that good, believe me, guys are just crushing. You can't, it's basically a hard wiffle ball.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't bounce. It's you sweat a lot. You don't move that much, though. You bend a lot. And that's always been a problem for me. So,
Bending?
oh, yeah, when you do the little dink shot and on there, wow. And then I went with Cindy, went to Belle Isle for an appearance I was signing autographs in the fan zone.
Okay.
And I did, when we got there, under Alex Nedeljkovic was the hour before me. And I talked to him for a little bit, really good guy. And then, so I said to Cindy, because there wasn't that many people around that area, I said, the over-under on autographs that I signed for an hour. I said, I think I'm going to put it at 5. She said 3.
Oh,
It ended up being a little over 10. So
okay.
It was good.
Oh, you got the over on both.
People were very nice. They always say, tell Jansen I say hello. I said, okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll do that. And then out to West Bloomfield High School, we were playing in the district
State
final
tournament, yeah, baseball.
against Orchard Lake St. Mary's, who of course is one of the best teams in the country.
Yeah.
And the kid, I think his last name's Porter, was supposed to pitch. By the time I got there, he was already pretty much out of the game. They beat us like 11-1, but it was 7-1. Ran into one of your former teammates, the great Larry Foote.
I know.
He's back in town.
I got the picture.
Yeah.
And couldn't believe that you had run into him before I got the phone call.
Yeah.
Was very disappointed. That,
The footer.
Yeah, Footer's going to get he's going to get a foot. That's for sure. Right in the
I
backside.
said, you're like, since you won the Super Bowl, you're like Mr. Big Shot. He goes, this and I said, what are you talking about? I said, I texted you to try to come on the show a couple times. He goes, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. And he goes back and looks at the text and goes, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes,
I had
he
receipts.
He pulled the I didn't get that
Yeah,
text.
and then he realized that he did. So hopefully, he said, "Oh, come on again."
Yeah, it was one of
He's
many texts. So.
The co-defensive coordinator now of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So that was that, and yesterday played some golf. So it was good.
Good.
Great, really good week.
It was a beautiful weekend. Heather, how was yours?
It was great. We had a good weekend. We played some golf too. We went putt golfing on Friday.
Oh,
Took
really?
Emily. We wore her in a little baby Bjorn, so
Nice.
she loved it. She had a blast. I
Awesome.
think she didn't cry, so she seemed to enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we went out Saturday night. Sunday was pretty much a waste of a day, but it was a great weekend.
Yes, so Saturday night, I forgot we had the neighbors we had all a lot of the kids that we and the adults that are friends, through the kids, they all graduated college this year. So there's about 15, 20 kids and parents got together, and I haven't seen a lot of these kids since they graduated high school, so
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
But
That was nice.
You passed up on something there that Heather said. She said.
No, I was waiting for it later in the day.
Oh, okay.
Later in the
I just
show.
I wondered. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Heather, why was Sunday such a lack of a production day?
Well, I'm not a big drinker these days anymore, especially, spending 9 months pregnant and then breastfeeding. I can't drink a whole lot,
Your
right?
tolerance isn't what it used to be.
Oh my gosh. So we went out Saturday night, and both of us, my husband and I, had a little too much to drink. And I'm telling you, Sunday was not a good day. Not a good day.
You didn't have that aspirin or Advil before you went to bed?
Oh, no, I did.
Oh,
I
you
did.
did?
I
Wow.
No,
Yes.
I did.
All
That didn't
the
help.
prevent the hangover tricks didn't work. Didn't prevent the hangover.
Well, I wasn't trying. I should have been having maybe a glass of water in between each drink I had, like the night before, to really, hydrate. I wasn't thinking about Sunday on Saturday, though, and that was the big
Hey, that's all right.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
allowed.
no one thinks about Sunday on a Saturday night when you're having a good time.
No.
What was the drink of choice?
Oh, I was drinking wine, which is, and I hardly drank anything, you guys. I had maybe, I'm thinking, my glass suddenly just kept being refilled, and that was the problem. I was not pouring my drinks. So it was like, wait, so I don't know how much I drank. Not a lot. That's what's so sad. It was probably maybe 3 glasses.
Were you at a party, or was it a restaurant, or?
No, we were at a neighbor's.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't even know. We had to go back and look at our cameras on our house to see what time we got home because.
Oh, my goodness.
What time did we come home? I'm telling you.
That's outstanding. Good for you.
Who was the babysitter?
Well, we were.
Oh, you brought her?
Yeah, because they also have a newborn, a 3-month-old. So we
So
had.
you get the kids together.
Yeah,
Yes.
so they had a pack and play, so we laid Emily in there and she fell asleep and.
Sounds like the
Yeah.
start of a good book club.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was great times on Saturday.
So what
Not
did-
so great on Sunday.
So what did you actually try to accomplish yesterday that you couldn't?
Oh, well, I mean, we did nothing.
So
Anything.
who had to get out of bed first
I-
when Emily...
That was me. That was me. Yes.
Ouch.
I know, but she was also thrown off, I think, because her sleep schedule was a little funky. So she slept a lot yesterday as well. We also had her first swim lesson on Sunday, so that was interesting. Yeah.
Did she blow some bubbles? Did she just work on the scoops? What is it that was the
She was
goal?
dunked several times just to get her comfortable in the water, and it's more of just something to do with her.
Yeah.
She doesn't learn anything yet.
She does.
I guess.
Do that part-time.
Instinctively, she
She
is
knows the
learning.
words.
Yes, she's doing
Yeah.
what every kid in the state of Michigan should do, and that's have swim lessons.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Learn how to
There's
swim.
So much water around. Gotta learn how to swim.
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You meet people who never learned how to swim, who are afraid to swim. It's
A lot of people.
I know. I
Lots.
feel like, wow.
Yes. Teddy had his a swim lesson yesterday as well, and he is big on anyone that comes near. He needs to splash. So if you see Teddy on a Sunday morning at a swim class, don't come near unless you want the proverbial worst backsplash ever. And that's one thing that I hate is getting in and some kid runs in behind you and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it hits you in the back before you get in and get used to the water. It's warm water. It's still just
Right. Kids love splashing adults.
Oh, and Ted, anytime somebody comes by, he splashes and then laughs and thinks it's
It's
So-
a big bath, right?
yes, it's a
Big
giant.
bath.
It is.
It's a big
yes.
bathtub.
Yeah, to them it is absolutely.
Big bathtub. All right. Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. You can also ticket text us at that number as well. Lots to talk about on the show. A former NFL executive had some wonderful things to say about a certain local team. We'll hear that coming up later in the program. Coming up next, yes, we will be talking about that baseball team. And there was some interesting games last night in the playoffs. 97 won the team.
Hey, you know where else there's a great pool? That's at the Circa, the D, and the stadium. So I don't think they have infant swim lessons, but if you want to get away, relax, and have just
Take your infant to Vegas.
Take your infant to Vegas. Hey, what stays in Vegas, or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Get to the D Las Vegas for everything you need. The D is taking all the necessary precautions to make sure your stay is safe and you can enjoy all the comforts of a high-end Las Vegas hotel without missing out on any of the high gaming energy and nightlife that you're looking for. Remember, if you want a great steak, get to the Andiamo Steakhouse. It's right there. If you want something a bit more casual, you get two options. The D Grill, American Coney Island, awesome, and then a trip out to Fremont Street. At the D Las Vegas, the staff can set you up with a round of golf, or you can party all night at the Long Bar. Get a group together, get to the D Las Vegas. Book a room at thed.com. That's thed.com. Or if you're staying on the Strip, make sure you put the D Las Vegas in downtown Vegas on your agenda. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 on tickets. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Rapid Roofing. The roads are pretty clear this morning. No reported accidents or slowdowns on the drive so far. Heading out towards Dearborn Heights, we do have ongoing construction. Look for lane closures on Telegraph both ways between 94 and Michigan Avenue. Also on Ford Road, east and westbound between Telegraph and M39. Double lane closures going on through mid-July. Keep in mind, Heinz Drive at Ford Road is currently closed. And Telegraph southbound at Van Born, we have one lane open that is scheduled for another couple of weeks. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
At Rapid Roofing, we install most roofs in just one day. Give us a call and we'll come out and do a free 17-point roof and attic inspection. Let Rapid Roofing install a new roof and protect your family's home. Call Rapid Roofing or click on rapidroofing.com and schedule an appointment to get a free quote today.
At Diamonds Direct, right now, there's nothing standing in your way of owning the piece of jewelry you've been dreaming of. No down payment and no finance charges for 5 whole years. On any purchase, take the amazing Diamonds Direct price you're used to, divide by 60, and that's your payment. It's a smart way to buy. Keep your money in your pocket and still add that amazing ring, band, or bracelet to your collection. Even the upgrade you've been wanting. 5 years, 0 interest on any purchase. Only at Diamonds Direct. Get all the details at diamondsdirect.com on approved credit.
Brunches. I'll have the chicken and waffles with a side of cheesy grits, please. Oh, and the green smoothie.
Chef specials, the Michigan salad, then the root vegetable risotto, and the blackened salmon with the curry ginger cream sauce.
Date nights. We're gonna split the house salad, the pasta bolognese, and the veal parmesan.
Happy hours. We'll get the sliders, the cauliflower buffalo wings, and the margarita flatbread for the table.
Moments like these, everything looks so delish,
are made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh, my taste buds have missed this.
So let's savor this moment and do our best to stay safe. Keep the dining out going. Keep the togetherness going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date. To find your vaccine and learn more, visit michigan.gov/COVID vaccine.
Oh yeah, this is good.
A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Inside District Detroit on the second floor of Hockey Town is a unique broadcast and recording studio. Music Town. It's the intersection of music, sports, news, and unique experiences. Powered by your Metro Detroit Ram truck dealers. MusicTownDetroit.com.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 8338-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. Rates current as of 12/21. Call for bust information conditions and policy for less than 12 50 states. Unless consumer access federal quality for Nigeria 123 for disclosures and cost information.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you. And all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here.
Yeah, we better go to that Grand River one.
Visit Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Nature Valley has helped restore access to 10,000
slow.
miles of national park trails. And we're on our way to restoring even more because every mile is a new memory. Life happens out there. Nature Valley.
Tigers fans.
Oh, we're in a bad area.
Weekend presented by Valley Sports Detroit, and Miller Lite is coming back to Comerica Park June 10th through the 12th. Don't miss out June 11th when the Tigers take on the Blue Jays at 4:10 p.m. Come early and get photos and autographs with more than a dozen former Tigers. Plus a special pregame ceremony including Austin Jackson, Jim Leland, Max Parrish, and more. The first 10,000 fans receive Detroit Roots
This
t-shirts.
internet, this GPS is going super slow. Yeah.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the Deep Las Vegas
97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. To D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas. Necessary Roughness with former NFL lineman TJ Lang and John Jansen. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Swinging a fly ball to left, that'll do it. That one's deep, and that ball is caught by Castro up against the wall. Judge will tag and score, and the Yankees walk it off in the bottom of the 10th inning. Donaldson sacrifice fly, and Yankees sweep the Tigers. Our final score
It's going
at
slow.
Yankee Stadium.
Pissing me off.
10 innings. New York Yankees 5, Detroit Tigers 4. Hey, they got 4 runs.
Lost.
Hey, they got 8 hits.
Yeah.
More than doubled their production in the first 2 games.
Oh, you got it. Yanks win at 5-4, and look, it was a wasted weekend in New York. I was not surprised based upon what we've seen so far. You know, what was frustrating was, well, the first game was 13. And look, Elvin Rodriguez is, you know, not exactly who you thought was going to be your pitcher going into Yankee Stadium, and you know, with all the injuries he's pitching, and
Tigers ace didn't get a chance to pitch.
That's true.
Because of the rotation.
Right. We'll pitch tomorrow against Pittsburgh. And then I saw a video that basically the Yankees admitted that Rodriguez was tipping off his pitches, which kind of led to everything. But you can't hit anyway; it doesn't make a difference. So in the series, well, first a little bit about yesterday's game. Nice that they actually got some hits. Miggy 3 for 3. RBI. Baez, amazingly, got 2 hits and actually drove in a big run. That's Cameron. But it was the other things, the sloppy play. There was one play where Baez, you know, stepped on second base for no reason. I mean, which would have been an out at first. I mean, these dumb plays that Haas throw went off Scope's glove and little things like that. You know, Fulmer hitting a guy on like a 1-2 pitch when he hit Rizzo that led to a run. I mean, all of a sudden you get enough offense, you get some timely hits, and the bullpen that's been really good. You know, Lang and Fulmer just don't do what they're supposed to do, or have when they haven't done it. That shows that's a bad team. A bad team is when you actually get some good things happen to you and you still lose. But recapping the weekend, you know, I mean, 21-4 in runs. Now, granted, 13 of them were Friday.
Yes.
26-12 in hits.
Yeah.
So in 3 games, they scored 4 runs and had 12 hits. Well, do the math. That's 4 hits. That averages 4 hits a game, and 2 of those games they didn't even get 4 hits.
Right. Yeah. There was 3 on Friday night, 1 on Saturday, and then 8 on Sunday. I said they more than doubled. They actually just doubled their production on Sunday from the previous 2 games. And that, you know, we wanted to know, was the 4 of 5, 7 of 10, was it? And when you look back at that 7 of 10, like, those were against Central opponents.
Yeah, look, they had injuries too. We had injuries as well. It was real. It was real.
Yeah, it was real. And what's real is that the Central sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
And, I mean, that's what's real. And so if you go 7 of 10 in a division that sucks, you're like, okay, well, you know, we can compete in a crappy division.
Right, which,
I mean, that's where they reside.
Yeah, and because the Angels have lost 11 in a row, the Tigers, you know, wild card wise, they only lost a half a game. We're still 6 out. That is so laughable, but, you know, the rebounds and things like that. Signs, you know, that's not a, I mean, you expect a Candelaria got hurt again. But, you know what, big
The latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more. But today must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Driveway wants to know, what's your happy place? Hammock on the porch, a zen garden, snuggling with your cat on the couch. Wherever your happy place is, think about buying or selling a car from there. Welcome to Driveway.com, where you can feel completely in control of your car buying or selling experience. At Driveway, we believe in giving you our best price up front to keep you in the super chill zone. Buy or sell your house car at Driveway.com.
Tell you about BetMGM. You know, they have these specials, promotions. Every sport, baseball is no different. BetMGM's pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. You can register using the code COSTITS. More than $200 in free bets. Place a $10 low-line wager on any major league baseball. Any team hits a home run. That's what don't miss your bets out there. Enjoy baseball like never before. BetMGM at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats the king of sportsbooks. Nothing beats winning with BetMGM. Major League Baseball trademarks used in commission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Gotta be 21 up in Michigan only. This is a new customer offer. All promo subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Restrictions. Now the draw with free bets for site credits that expire within 7 days. Can gambling problem? Call the number gets on 1-800-270-7117. This is Michigan Disassociated Persons. If you or someone you know is motorcycle accident, it's already been taken and get paid. Insurance industry for the driver who caused your accident is not going to overpay.
Attention victims of clergy abuse. If you are a loved one who suffered abuse by a clergy member or a priest, then you must listen to this message. Our attorneys have resolved clergy abuse cases in several states and will provide a private, confidential consultation to further address this abuse and help you get the compensation you deserve. Since the 1980s, more than $3.8 billion has been paid in lawsuits and settlements against allegations of sexual abuse by clergy members and priests. Our attorneys are experienced in these matters and will fight to get you compensation due to psychological, emotional, and physical abuse by a clergy member or a priest. If you are suffering and need help, call our confidential victims helpline now at 800-905-5487. You need a legal team that has decades of experience in helping individuals like you. You may not think unless there's recovery in your favor. Call the confidential victims helpline now to speak privately. Call 800-905-5487. That's 800-905-5487. Again, 800-905-5487.
The station where your opinion matters. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jensen.
97 the ticket last night. All the stadiums, the series in the final results 107-88. Steph Curry. Boston, nice to know, 17. Celtics had 18 turnovers. Later, yesterday afternoon, Tampa had Andre Kawhi with 2 seconds left. Beat the Rangers 3-2. Lightning still sure of that series. 2 games in 1. Tampa tomorrow night, 8-4 tonight in Edmonton, Colorado again. Tigers, swept by the New York Yankees. 5-4 yesterday. Javi Baez did have 2 hits, so that was refreshing. He did have a stupid-ass play in the field, and he does have these brain farts every once in a while. But in the offseason, as we know, Tigers' #1 need, pretty much everybody agreed was where, John?
Upgraded shortstop.
An upgraded shortstop. So, by my math, there were 5 free agents who they could have signed.
Yes.
Corey Seager, Trevor Story, Trevor Simeon, not Trevor Simeon.
That's the quarterback.
Marcus Simeon, Carlos Correa, and Javi Baez. Now, I obviously, a lot of people wanted Carlos Correa. Tigers, before the lockout, decided we're going to go with Javi Baez. They couldn't come to an agreement with Correa. So, how does that look right now, John?
Well, for the Tigers, while it may be an upgrade at shortstop from what they had last year, it's not an upgrade from he's 5 of those 5.
Correct. But as much as it sucks that he basically sucks,
yes.
Let's look at the other 4 and see how they're doing, okay? Mm-hmm. We'll start with Baez, okay? But Javi's batting a brisk 198, 3 homers, an OPS of 540, and a WAR of 0.4. His salary for this year, John, is $20 million. Marcus Semien. His fairness is one of the shortstop, but he's playing second base because the Rangers also got Corey Seager. Semien is hitting 196, 3 home runs, OPS 548, WAR of 0.4. Very Baez-like numbers.
Yes.
He's making $25 million a year.
Well, okay. Well, maybe he's Javi Baez.
Right.
4 or 5.
After a horrific start, and then he hit, 3 home runs in one game at Fenway, Trevor Story. He's hitting a robust 230, 9 homers, OPS 769, a WAR 1.6.